Hello everybody, and welcome back to Shantae, uh, where we get the cool gallery episode. Which unfortunately, by the looks of it, we actually don't get to like zoom or anything. Or, like move around the camera for no reason. For all these pictures. Also, I don't think there's a button to... Yeah, pushing everything on my controller. There's no button to like get rid of the title and stuff that's on it. Also, my guess, I have no idea what these two are and how to get them. I would assume beating the other two game modes, I guess, but I have done a quick rundown through the gallery myself, and I don't remember seeing anything that we got from the jamming mode when we beat it. So that's, yeah. Well, I don't think some of this concept art ever showed up in the game. Especially this. Those were very much so not in there. Or in here. The funny part is, I wouldn't even be able to recognize it if it's from some other game or something, because... Or like a reference to some other game or whatnot. The account of not having played any. It's like, this is a lot of scenery from places we would have not been. By the looks of it. I mean, some of it looks like places where we... See, this is where I would like to have a zoom or something. Like, some of it looks like places we could have been, but not all of it. Just fun art. Rough 18, apparently. Sounds pretty big. All things considered. How about, oh, we've never been to a... Oh wait, no, this is the factory. Never mind. I was about to say we were never in a place like a lab, but I guess that is just the factory. A different looking factory. More scientific than just industrial. So here's some stuff for the ships. You can even got a little guy in the window. Can't really read, but note because hatch. I can't really read what that says. To be offset from window. Okay, I guess it's pointing out that it shouldn't be in front of the window. Probably because when it spins then it would go up in front of it, I don't know. Also... Right, that's the aircraft they were using for the boss fight. Be the various racing ships. As of July 3rd of whatever year. They put the date in the month, or the day in the month, but not the year. Oh, look at that, the chests have a back to them. A back of which you would never see. And yet, it's the interior that has a question mark. I think, what, more of the aircrafts that they use to fight? Be the portal for end of stage. Yeah, Warp Alter Variation V2. I get jet ski. What does that say? Hard to read. Hang on, maybe if I full screen this on OBS for myself. That'll make it easier for me to read some of these things. Optional paint? I like that option. Wait. Why is there a 3D model in here? Why is there a 3D model in the bottom left there? It's a not 3D game. Oh, Jet Ski Sketches. Okay, yeah, no, being full screen on OBS did make that easier to read. And then we got more Warp Alter ideas. Minus 80-second growth period. Apparently, that sounds interesting. I mean, I do like some of these, but in terms of being like alters, like hop onto, I think either the top left one or the one that they did go for probably or works pretty well. Wait a second. Her hair's in the shape of a heart in the bottom left one. It was that right before closing it. Just found that neat. Oh, so it is for one of the top right one. Dougie! Sure, Dougie. I'm disappointed that we never found a dog in this. What's going on in the bottom left? I can't tell what that is above her. Oh yeah, Risky Boots. We never actually saw climbing a single time in this game, but I guess you would in the DLC. So, suppose there's that. And we got... Actually, these people didn't show up the whole time. They were not in the game. Then what we got here? We got crab form option. I'm assuming, judging by the eyes. Gonna figure out which one probably works for crab. Different archer designs. Not karate tops designs for specifically the one short scene before the races. Also, I was gonna point out that I guess the closest we got to the person on the right would be the skeleton that we fight. Who are similar. I also like how they had to make her hair transparent for when she's in her pajama. Because it's just too much hair otherwise. Oops. Look, in my defense, I have to hit A to look at the art, but it's not A to go into the door. Because reasons, I guess. That's a pyramid. And I can't even hit up to look at the art. I just tried. Definitely intentionally and fully not just because just hit it thinking it was a door for some reason. Alright. Cave, that's kind of like mines, I guess, because there's supplies and like scaffolding. I'm guessing that it would be like a mine that people have been. The desert. Oh, this be a tree like at her house or something. I don't know. Part of the mermaid place. Part of the slide that's falling apart for some. Why is it falling apart? Oh, here's the Scuttle Town picture, but now it's nighttime. Which the moon got some little swirls I've noticed in these pictures. Very funky. I'm okay with that. I like how some people are just missing, like, the top right of their head. Or in case of, I guess, Risky Boots, like, the whole top of her hat. Just the top line, specifically, I should say. Creepy bits will be added to the final version. Yes. Alright then. I like the grab exclamation mark that they have there. Optional true form transformation. See. Never saw the people on the bottom. Here's where they would have showed up. And why they're grouped up with the acrobats. I guess that's shopkeeper in the top. Right after the mayor. What does that say? Slightly tweaked proportions, smaller head, and longer legs. Her guy or the bird? I'm assuming Sky is a bit more on her arm. The bird. Shantae with a very different looking face. That one. That one's more sketches. Got more sketches. That's a lot of words that I don't even think I can read because they're way too tiny for me to be. Yeah, no, I can't read these ones. They're still way too tiny. Little while behind. Yeah, I'm just gonna burn out my retinas looking at that. I just keep leaning in closer to read it. Oh, here's more art for these people. That never did end up showing up in the game. I wonder how long they were planning to be put into the game. Because it's not like we're getting colored in art, it's just like sketches and whatnot, but that's a lot of concept art. For all the like poses and stuff. Okay, I can't hit Y to look at the art. Guess we've the boss room. Get to the art of the bosses. At least this one. Look how happy he is to have there to be a boat. I guess this would have been our really the different option for completing the locks, especially since the one on top has the lock circled. I also just noticed that she does not have pose in 2 of these. I'm kind of glad that they went with the pillars because the one on like the top and the one in the middle probably be kind of annoying with the curve. These platforms would probably have to move weirdly to make it so you could hit the locks then. At the same time, it would make the fight more than going just up and down. Dang, you're telling me Wilbur almost had 2 eyes? And also almost had 1 eye with no bottom jaw by the looks of it? Actually, Wilbur just kind of looks like they don't have a bottom jaw to begin with. Pose. Wilbur almost had a weird tongue sticking out for when they changed. One guy. Also, one of these, he's really chubby. See, that's a part of a tower that never ended up existing. Never had a platform like that. He has different color option here. Or concept art. For what the mermaids could look like, I guess. And I guess this is after they decided... Actually, no, because some of these are what they ended up going with the 2 pillars in a straight line for the blocks. But some of these are with, what was it, number 3 that they had over here? The 3rd option on the bottom? Yeah, some of them are the one on the bottom. So I guess... this one. So I guess they were still debating between those two, drawing all of this up. Which the second from the bottom and on the left side was pretty cool with the background. Also, the one in the bottom left seems like she was going to be a lot bigger. But that one in particular. God. You know what? Maybe characters weren't missing lines. Maybe it's just because the way I look at my monitor. Because the Hypno Baron in the bottom middle, like, majority of him is, like, almost gone for me. Unless I, like, lean down to be more eye level with my monitor. Then I can see the rest of him. Silly monitor shenanigans. Which does not help with colorblind. Oh, we're at the fan art now, aren't we? Yeah, the last 3 rooms are fan art. And instead of saying concept art, it actually tells you who drew it. It's fun. It's always cool to have your fan art added to a video game. Or something. Whatever, you know, it's fan art for. Dance was up on that. You know, your pool episode over there. They already live around a beach, you know, so can't just have a beach episode. Instead, you make it a pool. I don't really know what to say for fan art. On the account, other than, you know, that it looks neat. It does. I mean, heck, I get distracted, or like, I waste a lot of time watching you for like various animation videos and stuff, like short films and all that. It's because I like seeing all the different art that people do with, like all the different art styles and whatnot for the short films. I was gonna say that's a really long name, but that's 3 people by the looks of it. I like that they're actually bats. I love that. Got 2 more rooms. Also, there was more sections for the fan art than there were for the concept art. Just turn the bottom left. It is 2015. I only got a year. Fortunately, does not mean whatever. Does not mean that necessarily the same year as the day and month that we got earlier. Oh hey, we have another bat in the top left. Oh, of which, as tempted as I was to this Clash of the Shantaes, my money's on the robot. Which, do we have the tank mode still? We do. Can't look at art while being a tank though, we're too short, I guess. But I was tempted to do the other two game modes, but after running through and seeing nothing about the Jammies mode, call it, I chose not to. Since, whatchamacallit, I don't know if it would give us those two mystery pictures, what they would be. Which just meant that, now, plus also I just, didn't know how to go about it. It is still just playing the game again, more time specifically. It's just one of them would be faster and the other one would probably take me longer because it'd be harder to do. Unless I just sat in the water and just used the gem jug thing. Get money by the half defense. Or sorry, half damage. Half defense is very different. That would mean I'm taking double damage. Would be probably not a good idea for a harder game mode that most likely means you take already extra damage. I am so curious though how quickly you would be able to beat the New Game Plus mode. Because it says main transformations, right? So I'm curious what they count as the main transformations. I would assume that would be monkey, elephant, crab at the very least. On the account that those are the first 3 that you get from the story. Then I'm also curious if it would give you mouse or harpy, because those are also from the story. But at the same time, they're on a completely separate page. All the non-main transformation. What else is on the first page, actually? Right, that, but you have to find that. I'm assuming it would just give you whichever ones you got for beating a level or stage. I mean, you know, if one of these was in 2015, Roy is no longer age 24, which is what my age is currently. But what, maybe now 33? Oh, this is from 2014. Wait. How? I guess they were just taking random fan art whenever this was in development, I would assume if there's a whole complete different year gap between these, and more specifically, this one is listed after the one that came after it. Regardless though, that's all the fan art. Also means that this is all the gallery. And you know what? My curiosity is killing me. I must know. I must answer the question of
Shantae, Genie Hero.
what exactly counts as a complete full screen. Oh, finally. Wait. Was it hero mode? Yeah. I did that so that way if I do end up deciding to play through this, we can have it from a fresh file. Would it matter? No, not in the slightest. Yeah, this is the only time that we ever get to see her house or like this whole section, huh? Oh yeah, and here's the this would be the little island that we had the concept art of the weird, or like the really bent tree in the background. You don't actually get to see the full thing in the exact pose that the concept art was in, because you only get to see half the tree. Fortunate. Punk. Oh, right, we did go in a cave in the start of the game. That's what the art was. Is there even a reason for me to dodge these bats? Like, we don't have health. I'm not actually taking any damage. There's no damage numbers. Yeah, I guess there's not really a point to dodging them. Oh, you know what? I guess I could also just hit no the saving. But nah, I'm gonna save just in case I feel like not doing it hard again. Transformations. Okay, so we do keep the harpy and the mouse. We have monkey, elephant, and crab like I thought. So yeah, you would be able to get through this pretty quickly. On the account that what? You would be able to immediately get the very first level of the game, or stage of the game. Immediately be able to get the waterfall thing, which you can use wrong character. Front transformation, which you could use with the crab. Means we would be able to get, what was it, the harpy attack? Which then would mean that when we go to the mermaid place, mermaid factory, like the boss, we actually would be able to see how much quicker it would be to fight the boss as the harpy, being able to just stay in one spot, hitting them repeatedly, even if it is for only 2 damage. Neato. Also, I guess you have the elephant where you could get the mermaid transformation right off the bat. Also, I guess the pose, along with the bat transformation. Where do we find Spider? We don't find Spider till the desert, right? You need the elephant to go through the strong wind. So we wouldn't be able to get the circuit board right off the bat. It'd be like, what, deal? Yeah, because that's the last transformation we would get. That's the only thing that we wouldn't be able to get right off the bat. Otherwise, after going through the first section of the desert, Tasseltown, we would be able to get everything right away, wouldn't you? Because we would have all the transformations at that point. We would have, Oh, not everything, actually. We would have to come back to Castle Town after the story gives us Mermaid Bubble. We wouldn't have Mermaid Bubble until story requires us to. Which then I wonder if the blobfish, the mother blobfish, grandma blobfish, I don't remember, if she would have, if she would still give us the claw, or she just wouldn't be there. Regardless, that'll do it for this episode of Shantae Half Genie Hero. Bye-bye.